Here we go. The GOAT debate continues. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Stall back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA. And as you can tell by the title, we are discussing LeBron versus MJ once again, because you know it was going to come. You should have expected it. I told you, I warned you. We have to talk about it, okay? And now, before people freak out, this isn't clickbait. I'm going to give you a straight answer, and I'm going to do it with objective analysis. So hang tight, sit back, grab yourself a drink, get comfortable, because we're going to dissect this situation and this debate down to every last detail that I can. All right? So with that being said, if you're new to the channel, guys, welcome. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell icon down below to be notified every time I drop a new video. Just because the NBA season has ended and LeBron James has won his 4th championship does not mean the NBA content has stopped. It will continue through the offseason and into, obviously, the next season. So hit the bell icon, subscribe, and make sure you're following me on all my social media accounts. Links down below on the screen for that. So let's get into it. Okay, before people start getting their pitchforks out and start attacking me for, making this video and even saying, why is this a debate, Faiz? We have to defend the honor of Michael Jordan. Before you do that, let me say this. I am from Chicago. I have grown up here, been here my entire life. So I know that comparing anybody, let alone saying they are better than MJ, is damn near a crime. Okay? It's a crime. All right, we're talking about Michael frickin' Jordan here. The reason for the Bulls even being who they are, the reason for their entire success, and I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. Okay, been one my entire life. So saying that and getting all that out of the way was important because, again, I have to think with my head, not my heart, knowing that I am a Bulls fan and I am from Chicago. So before people start getting mad and in their feelings, just wanted to let you guys know that. Now, told you this wasn't clickbait. I got to give you an answer. Is LeBron James now the GOAT after winning his 4th NBA championship, all right, and becoming the first player ever to win win Finals MVP with 3 different teams, and the second player only all time after Michael Jordan to win more than 3 NBA Finals MVPs is now LeBron James. Is he now the GOAT? All right, quick pause here. Short answer is no. I still don't believe he is the GOAT, but there is a but. So before you, freak out or, are happy or whatever, there's a but here, and it's very important. He is unequivocally, without a doubt, hands down, the second greatest player of all time. Now, saying that doesn't mean he can't be the GOAT, because he is still playing, and with the way the Lakers look, I mean, could you see them winning a couple more championships? I could. I mean, LeBron James still looks very good. Doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon. And Anthony Davis is only going to get better. So, again, right now, though, LeBron James is without a doubt. What this championship did is it solidified the fact that it's literally him and MJ. That's it. It's him and MJ at a table, and everybody else, every other legend, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, whatever legends you want to name, they're not at the table. It's Michael and LeBron, 1 and 2, and that's it. All right, so this title solidified that. I believed I've been saying that he was the second greatest player after his 2016 NBA championship with the Cavs, but now this solidifies it. It's not even a conversation. All right. And what this also solidified is the fact that if somebody says that they believe LeBron James is the GOAT, I don't believe that we can look at them and think they're crazy. I think that's a very legitimate argument. All right. If somebody were to come up to you and say, for example, I think Reggie Miller is the GOAT, or I think, John Stockton is the GOAT, you would look at that pretty crazy and say, yeah, I don't know if I can talk basketball with this person. But we're talking about LeBron freaking James here, and it is a very legitimate argument. Now, again, I have stated So do not come in the comments saying, Faiz, how can you say this? How can you say that? I have stated, I still believe Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. I still believe he is the GOAT. He is still number one for me. But LeBron James is number two. And I'm telling you, nobody's close. It's MJ and it's LeBron and it's everybody else. Okay? So that is where I'm at in terms of the GOAT debate. All right? So the short answer is no, LeBron James is not. It's still the GOAT. But he is, without a doubt, the second greatest player of all time. And here's the other thing. Can he still become the GOAT and surpass Michael Jordan? Two answers. One, I don't believe so unless he wins 2 and 3 more championships. So there's two ways of looking at this, right? So the two answers are this. Could he go ahead and surpass MJ in rings and become the GOAT? Yes. That's the only way I see it. So he has to win 7 championships, right? And if that is the case, if 7 championships is what it takes, then it's going to be pretty damn hard for LeBron James to do that. I can see the Lakers winning 1 more championship, maybe 2, but 3, that's pushing it. So could he become the GOAT if he wins 3 more championships and passes Michael Jordan? And actually, even at that point, I'm telling you right now, folks, it won't be universal. But I'll get to that in a second. So LeBron James would have to win that. If he wins 1 or 2 more, I'm telling you, the conversation will get more and more in his favor. And the biggest accomplishment, I believe, for LeBron James is the fact that he's made this a debate. Think about that. Think about that for a second. LeBron James's biggest accomplishment in the GOAT debate is that it's a debate. Is the fact that people debate it, is it Michael or is it LeBron? Because for so long, for so many years, when you talked about the GOAT, it was Michael Jordan and it was everybody else. LeBron James forced his way into the conversation, and now you have to debate it. All right? So all the old heads, all the people that, are obviously, very biased towards Michael Jordan, they know they have to recognize the fact that there is another guy that people think is the greatest of all time. It is what it is. And folks, here's the thing. I don't want people, especially Bulls fans, to take this as offensive or anything like, oh my God, those people are dumb, stupid, whatever. Folks, players come along all the time. Things evolve, things change, okay? You can absolutely think MJ is the GOAT, but you can also understand the greatness of another player, right? Just like we know that there's never going to be another Michael Jordan, we know now there's never going to be another LeBron James. I mean, this man is special. He has dominated the NBA since he has come in 2003, and it's year 17, and he's still dominating, okay? So appreciate LeBron James while he's here, okay? Because, again, the hate that he gets, the bashing, everything, it's crazy to me. It's crazy. You're watching a once-in-a-generation lifetime player, and I don't think enough people appreciate that. So to me, the biggest thing that LeBron James has done in terms of his accomplishments is that he's made it a debate. It used to not be a debate. It was universal. It's Michael Jordan, the greatest player of all time. But now a lot of people, maybe I should say a certain amount of people, believe it is LeBron James. And that's okay. I'm fine with that, okay? Because, again, there are things that LeBron has to his advantage. Now, one thing I do want to address, a lot of people talk about the fact that LeBron James took the quote-unquote easy way out and he did not build with one team. I used to be of the mindset that was definitely a point that, hurts LeBron James. And to a certain level, it does. But here's where I'm at with it. LeBron James, if he had stayed with the Cleveland Cavaliers his entire career and never left for Miami or any other team and never won a championship, because that was very much possible, there is not a single player in this league that can't win without a superstar or win multiple times without a superstar to his side. That could have been possible where LeBron James wouldn't have gotten any help. He would not be in the GOAT debate. So LeBron James did what I believe any one of us would, which is go ahead and try to look for a better opportunity. Now, I don't want to be a hypocrite here. Personally, that's different to me than what Kevin Durant did, which is join the team that beat him. That, again, I was against that move, and Obviously, we know the Warriors were a cheat code, and that's why Kevin Durant was never happy there because nobody gave Kevin Durant credit. That's why he left, right? So in the same way, LeBron James, when he went to Miami, I wasn't a fan of it. A lot of people weren't a fan of it, but eventually we understood that, look, he was begging Cleveland to get him some help. They wouldn't give him some help. So he needed to teach them a lesson. He leaves. They understand we messed up. We got to find a way to get LeBron back. They go ahead. They draft Kyrie Irving. We know they trade for Kevin Love. LeBron James comes back. And this is where I'm at. Once he won that championship with Cleveland, I think he erased all of the, sort of bad ill will, if you will. So when we talk about LeBron James, didn't stick with the Cavs, I'm telling you folks, a lot of people say that player empowerment is real. And a lot of players looking back at their careers, they probably would have done the same if they had able to. The guys in the 90s, they weren't able to do that. Free agency wasn't as big, okay? So again, I don't hold that as much against him because of the fact that he did come back. He did fulfill the promise to Cleveland. He did get them a championship, and he did what he was supposed to do. And then he obviously had the freedom to leave again. And he went to the Lakers, promised them a championship, got him there. So to me, I am okay with that. And that argument has held less to me than it did before. If all his 4 rings were with the Miami Heat, I would have told you, okay, fine, but they're not. He got Cleveland their only championship in NBA history like he promised. He delivered on the promise with the Lakers. So you got to give him his credit, okay? So, folks, right now, this is where I'm at. LeBron James is unequivocally the second greatest player of all time. And I hate people that say they will never, ever have anybody above Michael Jordan as the GOAT. Because to me, that's just being stubborn. That's just being just negative in the sense of you are saying you never want to come along and have appreciate a player that comes along, right? Like, I want to watch basketball and see the next best thing too, right? And so, again, I'm not saying I want somebody to pass Michael Jordan, but if they do, so be it. That's what happens. Records are meant to be broken. Before MJ, somebody else was the GOAT. That's what happens. Things change. People evolve. Time passes by. That's what happens. So I hate people that are stuck in their ways. And that is what I am imploring people not to do. Okay? Because people forget, before MJ, there was also another GOAT. People considered the greatest player of all time. And then Michael Jordan came along. And what happened? So again, just have an open mind and appreciate LeBron James. But my answer is, I believe Michael Jordan is still the GOAT, but LeBron James is number 2. If you ask me, what does LeBron James need to pass Michael Jordan? I believe he's going to have to either match or surpass him in rings, along with Finals MVP. So LeBron James needs to get 6 championships and 6 Finals MVPs, or 7 championships and 7 Finals MVPs. I believe if he gets 7, he will pass Michael Jordan as the GOAT, and people will recognize that. But if he gets 6, he still won't get the praise to pass him, but it will be much more than it is now, obviously. So that's where I'm at. Do I think he does it? I don't. I think the Lakers probably win one more championship, but that's where I'm at. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. LeBron or MJ, the GOAT debate is back. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.